Poseidon continues his onslaught on Argos and is determined to destroy the city, and word around the Agora is that the god might also enlist the aid of one of his consorts to turn your city to stone. Only Perseus, who is off founding the city of Mycenae, will be able to help you slay this monster. But even this worthy hero won't be able to defeat the creature by himself. He will need some magical items to vanquish this unsightly foe.
Yes, he will, but we won't have to deal with that particular consort until later in the final mission. Welcome back to Zeus Master of Olympus. We're on the mission, the hero Perseus. And we can now get cheese, which is good. So let's just go straight to the city. Colony monument available, that's good. So let's just save. So we can now get cheese, and that's what I'm going to be doing to boost our supply of food, because we don't have much food. And this little area is a great place to start getting cheese. What I might do is actually make this guy go up and along this bit instead of the way he's going right now. So if we just, actually no, the roadblock there, and make that road go like so. This is not complete, which is good. It's just misplaced. And we are going to put a granary right here to accept cheese. And we're going to go ahead and put down dairies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put 6 of them down. That's a lot, but it's okay. We'll just span them out here. Like so. And there we go. So there's plenty of cheese being made, and it'll all go into this central distribution point. You just see, he should get all the way along this bit. Let's see.
My dearest,
don't care about you, Athena.
and I'll make your soldiers
Okay, yep, they're all covered, so that's fine. So this can just run itself, really. I don't think these collapse, do they? No, they don't, so I don't even need to provide them access to that, but I'll let them do it anyway. So we'll start to get cheese into the city, which is good. Now, this area just here, actually we should look at our trade routes. So we've got Ethiopia, who buys wine, and Miletos will sell us bronze, wood, and wheat, and they buy wine, which is good. So we've got some extra trading routes now, so we can now start to make our own sculpture. So up here, we are not going to have this accept sculpture, we're going to have this just accept marble, and you're not going to accept bronze anymore, because one thing we can do is get rid of that. We can now put in a bridge. So we'll put in a bridge right there. That doesn't reach. So just there is perfect. And also another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this and this and that, because we can now put down the stadium, which I'm going to just put somewhere on this map. I don't really care where it goes. I might even put it up there. That's a way out of reach. Let's see. Not there. Oh wait, there we go. And I'll put the stadium there. And I'll put a gymnasium in each of the blocks, like so. Because this is a lot better. Now, what's our unemployment like? We've got quite a bit of unemployment, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put down some more fisheries just to boost the supply of fish in the city. Now, where is the trading post for Miletos? It is right there, and I can just dump that straight there. With another fishery right in there, which is even better. And we can just roadblock there. And what we will do is we'll start importing bronze. We'll just import the maximum. And I'll put down 2 sculpture studios like so. We'll put a storehouse just here just to accept the sculpture, because that's perfectly fine. So we'll start to boost up our city somewhat. So I'm going to put in an extra... Pardon me folks, sorry about that. I'll put an extra monument there just to boost this area up a bit, because we want that. And this will continue to... Oh, it's still going, I think. They want a supply sculpture, but there's none available. But that's luckily good because we've got this going. So we should now have everything we need from this settlement. And what I'm going to do is in this area here, this is what I was starting to talk about. In this area here, I'm going to have 2 elite blocks. I might even just go for 1. But just here is a perfect place to just put the elite blocks. Because you can stretch them right out there and they're not going to be in the way of anything. And yeah, I might go for 1 here. And maybe 1 this direction. And then another common block just here. I'm not sure yet.
Serve me well and fulfill this quest. Your rewards will be many.
Yes, okay. The mirror shield needs Perseus' hall. We know how to summon him, we did it in the previous one, but it means we're going to have to build more thingies. So I'm going to have to get the Arbor of Athena and Hermes Refuge built. Now, unfortunately the Arbor of Athena here is actually quite useless because we can already get our own olive oil. So it's not a big deal that we can't do much with it, but it's okay. So we're getting cheese into the city, which will supplant this area when we don't have any fishing wharfs, which is good. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, so that's okay. So let's just check. We've got 5% unemployment, which is fine. We've got some tribute coming in, which we don't need. Right now we can't put down the sanctuary to Dionysus, but we will in the last mission be able to do that and honour Dionysus, and I'll put his sanctuary just here because then it's close enough to our growers' lodges. Now, because of the fact that our guy here doesn't need to go into this area, I will actually just let's see, does the carding sheds need access? Oh no, they do need access. Sorry, they have a risk of fire. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I do need to leave that as it is. I might have to put in a second one here for that, but that's okay. So our city's now coming on quite well. We'll start to bring back money into the city from taxation. We're selling marble, but it doesn't seem to be getting sold. But we've got fleece getting sold as well, that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this run. I'm going to let the cheese supply stabilise in our city because we will have a problem with Poseidon in the near future. And I'll also let Zeus' stronghold complete itself because it needs 20 sculptures, that's a lot. So we're going to be sitting here for quite a while, so I will let this run. And when I'm ready, and I'll come back in once something of interest happens, because there's nothing much happening at the moment.
I've come from the underworld to send you on a crucial quest.
Yes, you have. So this is the second quest that has to be obtained, which is okay because we don't have to worry about it. Both have to be done by, I believe, Perseus. So of course we're going to have to summon Perseus anyway. That's the whole point of this mission. The 2 colony goals we don't have to worry about because it's just because there's 2 colony missions, so we don't have to worry about it. But I'm not going to summon Perseus straight away. I need to build up my funds before we do that, and I want to build, we'll get this completed and then build, because I have to still build these anyway because I do. So I'll let them build, I'll let this build because we've still got a long way to go. Once Zeus' stronghold is complete, I'll come back in. Oh, we've been just asked to send Ethiopia some olive oil. And we've got tons in stock, so go ahead and just buy it. Now, one thing that also happened, I should point this out. A little bit into the mission, Mycenae will blossom, will appear and then blossom. And they will buy cheese, fleece, and sell you wood, which you obviously are going to need because Troza no longer sells anything. But they do buy, there is a trade increase event where they now buy up to 36 skins of fleece. Now, because they only buy marble, you could easily just forgo the marble and move this down here or something, I don't know. But we're going to sell cheese since we're getting plenty of it in stock. I also, if you look here, I also went ahead and sent up some elite housing just here. I've also planned out where I'm going to put the second elite block. And I've also got this evolved as well. So we're getting there with our city, which is good. I also set this to get, just to get rid of the wood that was stockpiling up here because it was just looks stupid. And this should be enough wood for this. And it needs some sculpture, which is slowly trickling in. Unfortunately, we're only getting 12 bronze from Miletos, so I was going to say Miletos there by mistake. So we don't get much bronze from them, which is not good. I'm going to just check that we don't have any lost sheep. No, that's fine. So we've got them all locked down, and that just makes everything so much easier. It's actually possible to do this in any mission, but in terms of when you should do it, I recommend doing it when the meadows are all sparsed out like it is on Argos. So I'm going to let this run. I'm not going to set up this proper. I'm not going to get this up to the next level until I've got rid of all the sculpture that I need for the monument and the sanctuaries. So I'm going to let this run, and I'll come back in once something interesting happens.
You have made me your enemy, and I shall make the sea your enemy too.
Why am I not surprised that we're getting invaded by Poseidon? I just want to check one thing before we have a look. Okay, so he reaches. I'm just moving stuff around to satisfy everything. And they need armor. Okay, now if obviously I got this completed in time, we wouldn't have to worry about this, but never mind. So he'll come up and kill us off. And what the hell is this accepting cheese? Get rid of that. No. Shouldn't have cheese in there. I'm just going to set this to 16 because we have a bit too much stockpile here. It's a good thing we're selling off some cheese. So you'll go and fuck up the whole industry, basically. So you'll just destroy 3 of them and then curse the rest.
My dearest.
Go away, Athena. So that's everything cursed. How helpful. Trade by sea is shut down. Never mind. It's a good thing we set up the cheese industry, isn't it? So never mind. Anyway, so I just moved this up here because I wanted to straighten out this road, because these won't get much fleece as much as I'd like. These are set to accept, but that's okay. I might put down 1 extra carding shed just to sort of boost supply. I might even put extra sheep over here so I'm not glitching this one out too much. But we are selling plenty of cheese and fleece to Mycenae, which is boosting our coffers. Unfortunately, we just had that invasion from Poseidon. I've also planned out a 4th common block because we will need that at some point. I may even need to squeeze in another one somewhere on the map. Might even have to maybe squeeze one in there. I'm not going to put anything in there, so I'm probably, because I don't want these orchard guys wandering all the way over to the Arbor of Athena, I may put the Arbor of Athena miles away from the city so that they don't try to use it. So they always use these, because these are much closer. So I might stick the Arbor of Athena just up here. Can I put it in? I can't put it in. I could just put it up here, and that'll keep it away from everything because I don't need them being used. I'll just destroy all of this. That road. And just straighten everything out because I like it. I mean, look at that for a straight. It just comes in there, zigzags, then straights all the way up to here. It's excellent. But no matter. So anyway, I'm going to let this run again. There's nothing interesting happening in the city. This is mostly just a case of waiting until the right moment to continue. Of course, I've got to wait for this to finish. And of course, that's not going to help by the fact that Poseidon's invasion has cut off water trade. But never mind. So I'm going to let this run, and I'll come back in if something of interest happens. So finally, the Zeus stronghold is now complete. Just this last little bit here, and it's done. The sanctuary to the great god Zeus now gloriously reaches towards his lofty home. Zeus is smiling upon you and will make sure that others in the world smile upon you, too. In his beneficence, he has also conferred the gift of prophecy upon the priests of his sacred sanctuary, and they will be held to help you see the future of your city. Zeus has also made it known in Olympus that if any other god dare to threaten your city, he will personally see to it that no harm befall you. So basically, we don't have to worry about the Poseidon shit anymore. And it looks as if we are in need of workers, so I will just boost wage rates for now until I plan out this. So all I have to do now is just build the other sanctuaries. I'm going to build Hermes Refuge first because it's a nice and small one. I'm going to do it like this. And I mean, that only takes 2 sculpture now. Where is my artisan skills? Oh, they're down here, of course. So in comes Zeus to be awesome, basically. So I'll go ahead and plan out this 4th block here, sorry. And I'll come back in once we've managed to get up to an acceptable level, unless something happens.
You have made me your enemy, and I shall make the sea your enemy too.
And here comes back Poseidon, but this time I want to show it because I want to see Zeus slap Poseidon. Here he is. Help me, Zeus, with your lightning bolt. What the hell is that? Don't you dare! Zeus, do something! Zeus routs Poseidon. Yes, now I don't have to worry about that silly loss of trade for a year, which means I can continue to make sculpture. Now we are going to need sculpture in this, but well, that's already done anyway, so that's okay. It's time to build the Arbor of Athena, and I'm just going to put this somewhere on the map that's way out of reach so that they won't use it, because I don't want it used. Which means it will take a while to build, but we'll put it... I'll just reset the map here. Right, we'll just put it there. Okay, that'll do. So it needs 8 sculptures, so that's fine. Once these sculptures are used up, then I'll be able to get rid of the sculpture industry, and I'll leave some stockpiled, obviously, but this will turn into more of a storage yard for armour, and I'll make the armour down here and just get it over to here, so that's fine. So Hermes should be done. Yeah, it just needs some marble. Now I might as well just go ahead and put down the Heroes Hall for Perseus, since we're going to need him sooner or later anyway, so I'll just put his right there. So it needs some, oh, we'll need some sculpture anyway, and all the other stuff as well. So I will set this to 6 sculpture for, well, 8 bronze. That'll do. If I need another place to put armour, then I can just move it somewhere else. It is quite compacted, I can't even do anything else because of the way I built it, but never mind. So that is this one done. No, I'm not interested in you, Hades. Hermes Refuge complete. Yeah, so the traders come quicker more every year, basically. Yeah, delivery men trade carriers and trade ships will move at a quicker pace, and more traders come to the city, so you don't have to wait. I mean, it's not really useful in this case because Miletos only sells 12 bronze, which we don't need. In actual fact, we don't need to be importing wood from Mycenae at all because we can get it from Miletus, but that's okay. This is closer anyway. So that's that done. Now they can go and build Athena's one, and then yeah. So I'll just let this run. They'll go and build that, and once it's built, yeah, I will come back in. Okay, so that's the Arbor of Athena done. So now we can actually summon Perseus, I believe. Let's just have a quick look. Yep, we can send for Perseus. So let's just have a quick look. We just need to let the marble restockpile. But I could go ahead and summon Perseus right this minute. So let's summon him. There we go. And I'll just change these around again. So we need, I want 8 to that, 8 to that. There's 8, 8, 8. So if I have 8 bronze, 8 armour, that makes 4 sculptures. So that's fine. We don't need any more than that. Because even Dionysus actually needs like 2 sculptures. So this looks much nicer. I mean, don't you think that looks actually quite good having the sanctuary built into the city like that? And I also went ahead and extended this set a bit and changed the road layout. So we've got a road that goes out this way for more carding sheds. I've also got this going out this way. So there's all sorts. And this is all connected up here. So these guys can just go around like that to get to this if they need to. Not like they will, but that's okay. So we're now starting to get some mansions. Unfortunately, we can't give them wine yet because we don't have the ability to give wine to the people of this city just yet. But of course, in time we will be able to do that. And I will put up Dionysus Sanctuary just up here because then it means I can just put all the wine stuff up here. And like this little random olive tree I can just move to somewhere else. And let's see, olive trees are a place to put it. I can put it right there. And then I can get rid of that and shift everything around, so that's fine. Oh, Ethiopia begs for fleece. We are, I do notice here that we're not making that much cheese now. It is getting sapped up into the system quite a bit. So I am going to stop selling cheese now because we've got 50,000 drachma, so we don't really need to do anything else. Now the ability to get elite house gear is not really for any particular purpose. You do need it for the last mission of the adventure, so I'm just building it now because then it's there. If I need a second elite block I can build it, but I don't think I will. I am just short of like a couple of 100 workers, which I will need for the final mission because we do. I might have to build out a common block instead of an elite block. But we'll see, the time will come sooner or later for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the... Oh, there's Perseus.
And I cannot be stopped.
Apparently. So we're going to just save. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and dispatch Perseus to go and get the mirror shield. And he'll come back and do that. So I'll come back in once Perseus is returned with the mirror shield.
How wonderful! you are. You completed my quest.
Yes, I did. So Perseus has retrieved the mirror shield. So nothing actually happens. You don't actually see a change. He just comes back in after having done that pointless quest. So I'm just going to go ahead and dispatch him again to go and get Hades' Helmet of Invisibility. Go forth, Perseus, and go and get that item. And also Fleece is starting to run out as well. That's why I also built out this stuff here. I'm going to stop selling Fleece now because I don't think there's any point. We've got plenty of money. And once Trozan's bought all the marble, I'm going to move that down here. Because I don't think I'm going to need that much marble. In fact, I'm only going to need the marble for one item, one thing in the last mission, which is not too big of a deal. So I'll come back in once Perseus returned with the Helmet of Invisibility. That's what it is.
Superb! All the souls in the underworld congratulate you.
Why, thank you, Hades. So we've got Hades' helmet. And Poseidon invades at exactly the same time. Okay, now everyone loves us for that. So we've got everyone philanthropic, basically. Okay, so where is Zeus? Zeus, help me. Oh, there's a gift of wheat. Now, where did that go? Oh, it went in here. Okay, that's fine. Zeus, why are you up here? And Poseidon whips Hermes. Yeah, now what can happen is random gods not related to him can get involved, and that's why Poseidon's whipped Hermes. Hermes can't defeat Poseidon, but Zeus routed Poseidon, so benefit, nothing lost this time. The only thing that was lost was a few boats instead. Yeah, so what happens is when Zeus' stronghold is built, basically you won't lose buildings, just maybe the ship or something involved with it. But that's okay, so these guys are slowly starting to evolve. They don't really have much armor because not much is coming in. But that's okay. And I'll just leave that for now. So yeah, so we have pretty much finished this mission now. Because all I have to do is wait for the marble to stockpile again. I'm going to stop selling marble. And this is going to be set to get and just bring it all a bit closer. So yeah, I'll just let the marble flow in, and once it's flowed, I will come back in to dispatch the goods and head off to the last colony. Okay, so the marble has now stockpiled, so we are ready to end this mission. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a final save, because that's the responsible thing to do in any Let's Play. In general, if you're playing City Builders, you should save regularly, because otherwise you will be screwed over, essentially. So let's dispatch 48 slabs of marble and 24 jugs of olive oil. And that is us completed, so that's just going to reflow now that this is all set up. So we're prepared for when we come back here. I know that Medusa is a pain. He's a right royal arse, that's all I'm going to say. And hopefully Perseus won't have too much difficulty getting back here. I should actually do something else, but that's not important.
Perseus has obtained a shiny shield and some fine headwear that will prove invaluable to him and to you. Argos' stature is continuing to rise, but for the city to reach its apex, you must again expand its borders. It would be wise to establish this colony in an area of the world distant from your first colony, to avail yourself of the resources of different regions. Your two colonies, however, will be so far from each other that their only contact with each other will be through Argos.
Yep. So there was something I was going to do, but I'll do that when we come back to this mission because there's no need to do it now. So thanks for watching this mission video for the hero Perseus. So we summoned Perseus, got him to get 2 items, and we're going to go on to the next, the second and last call to mission of this adventure, which is to go to Caledon, which is a bitch of a mission, I'll tell you that for a start. So yeah, see you in the next part, guys, where we will go and play Caledon. Bye now.